All right, what's going on, everybody? I'm going to talk to my dope ass people out there in the world, my YouTube beautiful family, about Black Panther, the movie, what I thought about it, did I like it, and about that ending. All right, so let's get right to it. I think the movie was extremely slow. Maybe it was the anticipation of the sophomore jinx, but it just didn't get me going as far as keeping me interested in the story or the plot. Also, at the movie theater I went to, it was downtown Chicago. It was a girl on my left side. She talked to the movie the entire time. She just talked to the screen the entire time. Don't go in there. What you gonna do? Uh-oh, he's stupid. Uh-oh, real nigga holiday. She just said all kind of shit to try to get the crowd and the audience to laugh. I wanted to nudge her and say, can I enjoy the film? But she was with like 7 or 8 other chicks, and they'd have tried to scrape my ass in that Chicago different, even if you downtown. So I said, don't say a fucking word to this lady. So I had not the perfect experience because this lady would not stop talking. But when I was watching the movie, which was 90% of the time, I could not get into it. I could not get into the pacing of it. And you really needed a male lead because that girl was good, Letitia, right? I liked her. She did a good job. But she was missing something. And it's just probably because they set us up in the beginning of the movie series being a man. And then you see Michael B. Jordan didn't want to come back, and he was representing the American guys because most of the movie is about Africans. And they got African actors, but it didn't get me going. So I was watching it and I fucked with it, but it was good. And I liked the actors that played the characters. All the characters did a good job, but it was hard for me to get captured into the movie. So I would have to probably land that on the director. I just couldn't get excited about the movie, and I was watching it and shit, but it was so slow. It just then by the time it got to the action parts, now I'm trying to stay lit. Then to go back down to the slow part, it was like I didn't really like the roller coaster I was on, but it was a good ass movie, and I want you to go see it because they put a lot of budget into it, and all the actors did their job. All the actors hung out, and then they did the best thing they could. But as I was watching it, I didn't get all excited, and I saw the memorials that they did with Bozeman, the brother who died, and it was interesting. It was good to see that they cared about him, but they tried to lean more of the movie on the older lady. And I know her name. I can't believe I'm going blank right now. That's stupid. But they tried to lead the movie on her, which is the queen. And that's cool. But to me, it was like you had M'Baku right there. He's a big, strong black man. And he would be the natural person that would take over for the Black Panther. He actually was the person who physically fought the Black Panther. So I would think that would be in the first movie. So I would think that would be the person who they would try to take that character over, but they don't listen to people like me. So they was like, nah, we're going to make the big, gigantic man not be a part of it and just keep the lineage of the family of, I keep thinking Viola Davis, but that's not her name. And I didn't like that. And it was like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? So it was good, though, because, they did try. He did try to make something happen. After losing 2 main American actors, which is a part of the film, he lost two main people, so that was really bad. And trying to get people to supplement those characterizations was just not able to do it. You know what I mean? They had the young girl, but to me, she just wasn't strong enough. And about the ending was kind of good though, because after she defeated the Mexican guy and took over his and made him kind of stand down. Then they made it where she was going to be the queen. They went back to that initial shot where he had to fight with Bozeman and M'Baku and on the edge of the mountain where they were having a fight. They went back to that scene, and so it was perfect. I was like, oh shit, they're gonna have a fight, and then, but the girl was the queen, so it was Black Panther. So I didn't see how she was gonna win beating M'Baku, but she didn't come out, which it meant that M'Baku was just going to be the new king. And she was just going to play the Black Panther, which is going to protect the world and protect America. I'm sorry, but protect Wakanda and all that. So I really did enjoy that part because seeing her go up against M'Baku would have been stupid. But they played M'Baku like a hoe in the whole movie. Like he got beat up and shit. It was like, what the hell? somebody that big in the black world would never get beat up by one punch and all that stuff. It was a little bit unbelievable, but I guess they wanted to keep it where the power came from Boseman's family in the movie The Queen. They wanted to be where it like they gave half the kingdom to M'Baku and his tribe. They just wanted to stay with Boseman's family, but he died. And he would have did a hell of a job. If they could have got 2 and 1 out while he was alive, that would have been smooth. But they didn't know it was going to be a successful. And it has been successful. This part 2, that thing already didn't hit $180 million in one weekend. So that's talking about money. That's rolled to $1 million. They got five times to get there. But it's not, I don't know, 4 more times whether to get there. There's no telling if they're going to get there. But the movie was really good. I would suggest you go see it. I'd probably give it a 7 out of 10 because I thought they could have gave it a little bit more action, a little more intrigue, but it just drug along to me. And I get it. The story was supposed to be where they had to go and save somebody, so they had to first get the person lost, or get the person taken, or get the person kidnapped, first. So that's how they had to play out. So for 2 hours and 40 minutes, it's a nice little stretch. And I do not know why I yarn so much, because I get 8 hours of sleep, and that's not a joke, but I think it's a part of being nervous of talking to you out here on the internet and trying to get acclimated to that, man. I'm not as used to it as the best out there in the world, but I never give up, and neither should you. And I would say go see Black Panther 2 because it's worth it. You got a black cast, you got a lot of people in there that work their ass off to make it come to life. Everybody gonna go see it, so you might as well have your time and make sure you got something to say about it too, because everybody gonna have their opinion. And it was really a good movie. So that's all I got right now. I'm gonna let y'all get back to your life, and I'm gonna get back to my life. And that being said, I'm a holla.